Hey there, just came across this article that I thought was worth passing along, just something to make you think about what's really going on. Take a listen. The World Economic Forum made 8 predictions for the year 2030. Here they are with some comments. Brace yourself because what these sickos have in mind sounds really crazy. 1. All products will have become services. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes, writes Danish MP to Auken. Shopping is a distant memory in the city of 2030, whose inhabitants have cracked clean energy and borrow what they need on demand. It sounds utopian until she mentions that her every move is tracked and outside the city live swaths of discontents. The ultimate depiction of a society split in two. This sounds like Marxism 101. 2. There is a global price on carbon. China took the lead in 2017 with a market for trading the right to emit a ton of CO2, setting the world on a path towards a single carbon price and a powerful incentive to ditch fossil fuels, predicts Jane Burston, head of climate and environment at the UK's National Physical Laboratory. Europe, meanwhile, found itself at the center of the trade in cheap, efficient solar panels as prices for renewables fell sharply. Using China, the most polluted country on Earth, as an example for a carbon tax is ludicrous. 3. U.S. dominance is over. We have a handful of global powers. Nation-states will have staged a comeback, writes Robert Mugga, research director at the Igurup Institute. Instead of a single force, a handful of countries, the U.S., Russia, China, Germany, India, and Japan chief among them, show semi-imperial tendencies. However, at the same time, the role of the state is threatened by trends including the rise of cities and the spread of online identities. The Marxists cheer as the only country stopping them from their world takeover is destroyed from within. 4. Farewell hospital, hello home spittle. Technology will have further disrupted disease, writes Melanie Walker, a medical doctor and World Bank advisor. The hospital as we know it will be on its way out, with fewer accidents thanks to self-driving cars and great strides in preventive and personalized medicine. Scalpels and organ donors are out, tiny robotic tubes and bioprinted organs are in. Humans become machines and life is no longer relished for the sacred being it is. 5. We are eating much less meat. Rather like our grandparents, we will treat meat as a treat rather than a staple, writes Tim Benton, professor of population ecology at the University of Leeds, UK. It won't be big agriculture or little artisan producers that win, but rather a combination of the two, with convenience food redesigned to be healthier and less harmful to the environment. How can you have any pudding when you don't eat your peas? 6. Today's Syrian refugees, 2032 CEOs. Highly educated Syrian refugees will have come of age by 2030, making the case for the economic integration of those who have been forced to flee conflict. The world needs to be better prepared for populations on the move, writes Lorna Solis, founder and CEO of the Ngo Blue Rose Compass, as climate change will have displaced 1 billion people. Syrian refugees will take over after Black Lives Matter becomes Syrian Refugees Matter. 7. The values that built the West will have been tested to breaking point. We forget the checks and balances that bolster our democracies at our peril, writes Kenneth Roth, executive director of Human Rights Watch. When the values that built the West are gone, so is civilization. 8. By the 2030s, we'll be ready to move humans toward the red planet. What's more, once we get there, we'll probably discover evidence of alien life, writes Ellen Stoffen, chief scientist at NASA. Big science will help us to answer big questions about life on Earth, as well as opening up practical applications for space technology. People will be begging to get off of this planet if the World Economic Forum's predictions are right. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this audio article. Curious to hear your thoughts on this matter. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you enjoy this type of format here, definitely hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Looking forward to bringing more of these articles. Thanks.